Hello everyone and welcome back to the FRC Historian. For those of you who watched the Week 7 events like I did today, you know you were in for a treat, as it was actually very interesting for many districts, as opposed to several years prior, with one long-standing record being sadly ended today, and I will be going over each of the 5 district championships endings, some of the rankings, and then after that getting ready for the Houston and Detroit championships. So first off with the 1st Michigan District, which comprises the most teams of over 500. Here there are 4 divisions, as I explained in my last video, where they comprise of DTE, Consumers, Ford, and Dow, the 4 most known company, the 4 biggest sponsors of Michigan, with DTE comprised of teams 2767, 548, and 7769, Consumers 5050, 33, and 4956, and then Ford 4362, 3604, and 862, and Dow finally 5460, 3538, and 314. So in the playoff brackets, the interdivisional playoffs, it started out with Strike Zone, the Robo Jackets, and the Megatron Oracles, beating Strike Force, the Robo Stangs, and 7769 of the DTE Energy Division, leading Strike Zone's Dow Division to the finals, actually in at 2-1 as there was a rubber match. Then on the other side of the bracket, the third alliance of Ford, being 4362 the Gems, 3604 Goon Squad, and 862 Lightning Robotics, beat 5050 Cowtown, 33 the Killer Bees, and 4956, moving on them into the finals. And then the finals were one of the most interesting I've ever seen, with a tie in Finals 1, Finals 2 being favoring the Blue Alliance of the Ford Alliance. Finals 3 was a win for the Dow Alliance. Finals 4 was a tie 95-95, and in Finals 5 decided it for the Blue Alliance of the match, which was Ford, becoming a state championship for the teams 4362 the Gems, 3604 Goon Squad, and 862 Lightning Robotics. One interesting thing about Michigan, though, is they give out 5 chairmans, and this was the first ever state chairmans for 226 at Hammerheads. Next up, going on with the terms of district rankings in Michigan District, rank 1 was 3538, rank 2 was 5460 Strike Zone, which is actually interesting as neither of those teams were the state champion, with rank 3, the state champion 4362, with 368 district points, with rank 1 having 391, rank 2 having 370, rank 4 being the Killer Bees, and rank 5 being Goon Squad, another state champion. Next up, we're going to move on to the first Ontario Provincial Championship, which was my biggest upset in my mind, being the, OP Robotics going into the state championship, only lost 1 match the entire season, and then they lost 2 matches, becoming the 3rd match they ever lost, 2nd and 3rd being in the finals of this competition, with 1241 Theory 6, 1114 Symbiotics, and 771 of the Technology Division, winning against OP, Dave, and their alliance partner 4907. So with how Canada works, was they decided to adopt something similar to Michigan, with 2 divisions comprising science and technology. The science division incorporated Symbiotics, Theory 6, and 771, with technology incorporating OP, Dave, and 4907. With the science division coming out on top in both finals matches, leading 1241, 1114, and 771 to their first district championship win. Of course, it's only the 2nd year, but at the same time, great for them, giving finalists to 2056, 3683, and 4907. Of course, qualifying them for the World Championship, and I'm looking forward to see what OP does to improve the robot between now and then. Of course, looking at the district championship rankings, Symbiotics was rank 1. OP was rank 2, which is surprising as last year they were rank 1 by tying 1325, but Symbiotics was 1, OP was 2, 1241 was 3, Dave was 4, and 5406 was 5, with last year's tied for rank 1, 1325, landing 6th. Next up at the first Chesapeake District Championship, the 5th alliance of this division, 5th alliance of the championship, no more divisions, against the 7th alliance in the finals, bringing up to a finals of 3, with the first match going to the 7th alliance of 449, 2998, and 614, with the 5th alliance of 619, 401, and 4541, all taking the cake for the finals, with actually an 8th alliance upset of the 1st alliance, which isn't something all that much that we see. And interesting, though, also from the Michigan district, I forgot to mention, was that Hot and the Foley Freeze of the DCE Energy Alliance were upset by the Tech Vikes in their alliance, in their division, of course, with Strikeforce taking out the 8th Alliance at the end of that. So congratulations to the team from the Chesapeake District Championship for not only the upsets, but also being qualified for Worlds, and I look forward to see how you do. As for the rankings of the first Chesapeake District Championship, the rank 1 was 619, who interestingly did not win both their districts. Won their first one, no, who went to their first district, actually did not win their first district, and then went to their second district, also didn't win the second district, but then won the district championship and became rank 1 in their district. More specifically this year, they actually started off going to the CHS District Richmond, Virginia, becoming the captain of the 8th, becoming part of the 8th Alliance, winning the Entrepreneurship Award, beginning on the quarterfinals 0-2. Then they went to Blacksburg, where they did win it as a pick of their alliance. And then they went on to the district championship, where they became the captain of their alliance, and then won the district championship, becoming rank 1 in their division, in their district, and then now going on to the world championship. Next up in the New England district, we have teams 195, 319, and 3467 of the first alliance actually being upset by the 4th, who went on to become finalists of 230, 176, and 4311, with the winners of the second alliance of 125, the Neutrons 2168 and 558. Why I mentioned 319, 195, and 3467 was that 195 had a long-standing record. I think it was 4 district championship wins in a row, and every single year that this New England district has been held, they've been ranked 2. Sadly for them, they did not win the district championship, and they were ranked 3 this year. I was really hoping they'd pull it out and become rank 1, as they almost did, but sadly, they were not rank 1 or rank 2. But of course, they still did tremendously well, and they are ready to go to the championship, improve a little bit, and then go on to hopefully win the division and then go from there. Next up, I'm going to go on to the Indiana State Championship, where the first alliance of 868, the Tech Hounds, 234 and 1024 kilobytes, beat the second alliance of 1720, 1747, and 4926 in a 2-0 straight matchup, with 868 winning another state championship for Indiana, and I look forward to see how they do. As for the Indiana First District rankings, this being the last district championship of the year, 234, their first pick, actually became rank 1 for doing well in both of their districts, and then going on to win the district championship. And then 868 became ranked 2, so it'd be 20 in 3rd and 1747 in 4th. Congratulations to all of our district championship winners and all the teams who have been qualified for the World Championship. Of course, I don't know all of them as of right now, but congratulations to all of you. I'm looking forward to watch the Houston Worlds next week, and then report on Detroit Worlds as well. Thank you all for listening, and if you have any ideas you want me to cover, say in the in-room, like anything regarding FRC history, let me know, and I'll cover it before my championship wrap-ups. Thank you.